In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use Photoshop to apply filters to an image. And what you can see here is a Photoshop file. You can see it's ending in PSD, which is the file extension for Photoshop. And you can see here, I've got several layers already within this. Now, I want to show you how to apply filters to layers just so that you have it in your toolkit and you have an awareness of some of the potential that can be offered with regard to these extra features of Photoshop. So I have selected a layer here that's just really the background of the scale figures are not on this layer. But I want you to see how I go to the filter gallery and I select filter gallery up here. Now, the thing about the filter gallery is that you have to have a color image for it to work. Now, there's a bunch of subfolders here that you can experiment with, but one that I like to use if I want my rendering to look a little bit more kind of rough and sketchy is this poster edges finish. There's a bunch of other ones that can make it look more painterly, more like a watercolor, etc. And these are kind of neat to play with. But poster edges will give it a sort of almost like a comic book look to it, which can be kind of neat. Once I hit OK here, you can see that it's just that filter has just been applied to that layer itself. It's not affecting the scale figures on top of it. So just have an awareness of the way that working with filters can isolate certain parts of an image. Now what I'm going to do is just show you a couple more tricks. I'm going to merge these layers down by hitting Control E. And now this is it's still a Photoshop document, but now there's not all those layers involved. So let's say I want to now turn this into a black and white image because I don't want my clients to necessarily be thinking about colors just yet. I can go down to desaturate under adjustments, and that will pull all the color out and it will just be a grayscale image. If I want to lighten it at all, we can adjust the opacity just so that it's just a little bit, not quite so bright if we want to pull that down. Okay, we can also create something really unique if we want to, use it as a background and not have an image that's really at all realistic, but it's just kind of cool to look at. Going again down to adjustments and invert. And when you invert now, black becomes white, white becomes black, and then all the grayscale tones flip. And so those are just a few kind of unique ways of thinking about images in Photoshop that you can make by adding filters and adjusting some of the image properties here by using this drop-down folder.